As is a tradition with the holidays coming along, the Icelandic Yule lads have, brought joy to little hearts. And my favorite one is the smallest of them all. It's Stúfur. He's great. My second favorite one are, it's a bit of a tie. It's CCP Karkur and CCP K1P1, K-Pone. What's something?
KPI, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
That's what,
Okay.
that's what they say.
That's it. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
It's really good to have you because we have some little things to discuss. I even decorated the studio for you guys.
It's beautiful.
We could say that.
I did not get a pass from art.
They would not.
No. That is also very
I
clear.
assumed that it would automatically go through, so I did not want to waste their time.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's basically what I was, going for here.
Yeah.
But it's minimalistic while being over the top at the same time, which is really nice.
I like it.
It's perfect.
Are your Christmas decorations, are they an overflow, like I use the word a glorious mess? Or are they a ruler down so there's the same length between everything?
Probably roll it down for you.
No, I don't know. No. I find Christmas, I love Christmas and it's just, it's clutter. I'm adding clutter to my house that I then have to clean up in a month or so. And so I'm just kind of fairly minimalistic and prefer to do the bare.
I just don't decorate.
What?
At all. At all.
I have some stickers in my just on my window, and they're there all year round.
That's not decoration. That's just stickers.
I would have thought
Yes.
that you were a Christmas freak, actually.
I'm not. Sorry.
Wow.
I mean, it's just
you
like
bake
you
a
say.
lot, though.
Yeah, I do bake.
Oh,
yes.
yes. Remember how handsome I was when I joined? Like slim? It's Karkur.
We have a very specific rule in the way that when Karkur brings in treats from home, we slowly spread the word of the treats so that we can't let everyone know right away because then they'll be gone too quickly. So we have to slowly sphere of influence as to hey, there's some treats. Hey, there's some treats. And then sometimes people walk down the hall and she goes, I've got some. And I was like, shh, no, you don't have anything yet.
I've had a few of those call-outs, and they're usually end of day.
Yeah.
It's
that would be very,
It's perfect.
Sometimes you didn't get a call out at the end of the day because they didn't last that long, unfortunately.
So you're telling me that the treat to me getting it ratio is not great right now. There is more treats to be had.
Yeah.
I might strategically ask for a, transfer of desks or something like this for next year. But
you should just visit us as much more.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Or not.
Yeah.
Or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on how much.
KP has a hard time with always coming over. So,
oh my.
I will admit something.
Mm-hmm.
I literally had no clue that the little things were coming. But the little things are so big because the quality of life improvements, and for people that don't know this, the little things, what do you call it, initiative or just joy, has been going on for a while. Always at FanFest, there's a panel on it, and people leave their ideas and comments. They kind of, this is where players can give feedback on just quality of life changes. So, we should have a little things, panel at our houses regularly. Just just at home, just everybody
suggestion boxes.
Yeah, also because then you can take the bad suggestions and go, yes, I will put this in the backlog.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of them, and so maybe just tell everybody a little bit about it, Karkur.
Yeah, we I think it started years ago where we posted the forum thread asking people. I think in the beginning we talked about 1,000 paper cuts.
1,000 paper cuts.
Yeah.
Not as cute as little things.
No.
I would not have a Christmas decorated studio for 1,000 paper cuts.
I know, that's why we changed it. And there we were just collecting ideas from people, some of those quality of life suggestions, and then we just continued. There's a forum thread that was probably from 2017, and we recently updated or like retired that, created a new one. That was probably like just FanFest this year.
Earlier this year.
And we're still collecting ideas and mostly just things that are like super easy to do, low risk, and makes us go like, oh, of course, let's just do it. And it can just like things that wouldn't necessarily get high priority, but are so easy to do that we just kind of like collect them.
Yeah.
So maybe we shouldn't be putting this out. So it's like this was not approved work, basically.
It was approved.
Karkur has her own
Yes.
approval. There,
No. Definitely approved.
Yeah. It's just like it's not necessarily like that something that like
It doesn't go on it's not something that needs to be prioritized on a roadmap per se.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't need pre-production and planning and all of those things.
Because all of those things just takes more time than actually do them.
Yeah, for these little things. And but there's also the idea about little things is kind of the type of thing that they are. And so some things seem little, but they're not. Like they would require pre-production, they would require design input or like an actual design around it. And so sometimes
Can you name me the top thing you're thinking about there? That
I
sounds like a little thing.
I
think
one
I know
thing.
what it is actually. Yeah.
That is like an older thing. It's people thought it was very easy. There was just one button missing, and that was return to character selection screen. And every kind of panel that we had would mention this. And
so instead of log off or such, you would
go back to character selection. That's like was a whole lot of work when we finally did it, because like everything in the game assumed that you logged in and the character ID didn't change after that, and so it was so much more than just
so much logic behind it that needed changing. Yeah.
And it was
but to me, it sounds like why don't you just add the back button?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And that's what most people thought.
I mean, even Internet Explorer has that.
Yeah, but it was not that easy, and it was a lot of work when it was finally done. And I feel like it was kind of the gift that kept on giving, because we kept having small issues with it and kept having to fix it. But
then you release it, and it's like this is an expansion's worth of
you better like
just
that
development.
button.
Yeah, it's like so. Let's do a press release. You can now return to the
Yes.
I like that. I was expecting something with containers and something.
Yes.
I was gonna
Yeah.
know, anytime we'd see some like kind of suggestion, I'd be like, "What about?" And then it's inventory, it's a container. Don't even like. No, we can't. Like, there's so many more things around that or unlimited number of bookmarks is usually a lot more bookmarks, and that ends up being like a DB situation. And so like there are limits there, but that requires time to figure out how much of a load does that create. Right, based on like where's the sweet spot and
some of those things like increasing bookmarks, super easy to do.
Yeah.
But then you have the performance issues
Yeah.
that you have to think about.
Yep. All right. So the ones that we had here, I loved one thing that K1P1 you mentioned here before we went on, when I asked how many changes were this. I'm like, they were supposed to be 15.
Yeah.
They are 25.
Yeah. Yes. I think when we've talked about like doing these little things, Karkur always has kind of a goal in mind to release them in a batch, and because they're little, you want to kind of create a little bit of a bundle or a batch of them. So she said 15, and yes, we ended up with 25, which is so like kind of on par with her personality.
Yeah.
I just
overachiever, an overachiever.
That's I think we all know that.
Yeah.
So some of these we might not need to discuss.
No.
And as we go through this, I will out myself in what types of gameplay I obviously play, because like top of the list, added formatting to the amount in the storage section for the PI window. Now, here I will out myself because I do have PI set up.
Yeah.
I set it up and I got bored with it after that. So it is somewhere there, but I do not visit it.
I think like some of those changes we make are like, we make them all over the game, and even if that's not something that applies to you, like a lot of
Oh
people.
yeah,
like
I don't mean it that way.
No. we can.
We could do that next year, though. Do just like
only
a
changes for you.
Yeah, only changes for Monty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great.
I don't know that we'll call it little things.
So I think like this mattered to someone.
I think
that
it mattered
wrote it
to a
down.
lot of people.
So we were like reading it, like, sure, why not? That makes sense. It should be formatted. Let's do it.
Okay. Added known site names to the tooltip in the probe scan window.
Yeah.
To a tooltip.
So so if you mouse over it, it would say like what kind of category it belonged to, but it didn't say like the name of it. And sometimes like your the columns were too small to see the full name, so it would be very useful to just have the name there.
This sounds like something that exactly, and especially if you're playing on a you either need to have like big resolution or like just because of site or something like that, you need to have everything pretty large and leaves less space, or just a small monitor. That's going to be annoying. So that's a very cool thing. Added security status in front of the location station and the destination station if there's one in the contract window. So was this mostly to help then like younger players that are doing hauling missions and stuff like that?
So we used to have like a small dot, and the person that wrote the forum thread was asking like, can the dot be bigger and have tooltip that says like what security is? And we looked into it and just why does it not have just the numbers like you have in the asset window? So that's what we did. It's just to give you a better idea of like, what kind of security the contract and the destination
and I
is.
think that's a really good example of when we did the panel and we were asking for both in the panel and in the forum. We asked not only for like what are the things that you want, but also what is the problem that you're trying to solve? Because sometimes that problem isn't necessarily the solution that you have in mind. There's maybe a better way in that point of like, why make the dot bigger when we can actually just give you the information so you don't have to hover over it anyway? And so sometimes that's also super important when people either add something to the forum thread or when we did the note cards. Like understanding the problem that you're trying to solve is really, really helpful as well, because you can offer a solution, you can offer an idea that you have, but we might be able to do something even more beneficial for that. And so that's really helpful as well.
It makes a lot of sense. Like we want to know the problem.
And we're open to your solution.
We're open to the solution, but potentially the solution also solves other things if it's added in the context. Here is, for example, one thing that I was actually annoyed myself because of, like, probably just the day before or something like that. The patch came out, which is the ability to drag from the compare tool. And I was like, this should work. This works everywhere else. Why does this not work here? And I was fitting like a ship for Winter Nexus. And like, always show info and then drag.
I really like dragging and dropping. And this should have worked. It just, I think it probably got lost in some refactoring. And so it was good that people mentioned it. And we just like look at it and like, of course it should work. Let's just do it.
The whole drag and drop thing, and like because I took a long hiatus from EVE, and after I returned, and we had all of that there. I find it like probably one of the best features in the game, because I go into other applications or games or whatever, and I can't drag and drop a name of somebody to somewhere, or a location or an item or a fit or whatever. This has just become such an integral part. I mean, it would be interesting actually to know how like big a portion of messages in the game are linked to something. Have something that was dragged and dropped like into a chat.
But you know how like you can drag, like if you do show info, you drag the icon. I always wanted that in the game, and then I went to implement it, and then I realized it was already like that. I was like, wait, what? Who got that idea? Like, and then I started looking back through the code, like, where did that come from?
Did you do it?
Yeah, I did it.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh no.
That's hilarious.
Yes.
We should
someone had this great idea.
Yeah, I'd love to have Karkur on stage introducing all the new features that have been in the game for a while. Now added again.
Exactly.
Yeah. Added a type name behind the divide stack text in the header of the dialog box when splitting stacks. That's probably pretty self explanatory. Added the closest dockable location to the closest loyalty point store column in the LP core wallet. That was in the normal core wallet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, in the normal. Sorry, the player wallet.
Yeah. It was just missing for the.
Added Neocom icons for drones, probe, and directional scanner.
Yeah, like if you undock them from the map window, it never had its own icon in the Neocom. So.
Yeah, I noticed this actually without noticing it. I'm just thinking about it now. Like, oh yeah, the D scan. I was looking for it the other day and had a.
Someone mentioned it, and I was like, sure, that should have its own icon. Let's do it.
Okay. When multiple entries are selected in the watch list, there will be a menu option to sort by name that will sort the entries selected in place.
Yes.
Note this will trigger a one-time sort, not set a sort order. So, can I just take a specific part of the watch list?
Yeah.
So, if I have moved all Logi to be blue, and I move them to a certain, like I always do this. I put like the ones that I might need to work to, or the anchor
people
on the top, and then the Logi below, etc., and or depending on what I'm flying.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can sort them by. Right. In bigger fleets, this is going to help a lot.
Yeah, and I think like this is a part of more changes for the watch list, and none of this was an issue until we increased the size of the watch list to 100. It used to be 15, and then it was not so hard to like find where people were. I have felt it myself when I've been in big fleets that I'm like, where is this person? I'm like,
did any of this come from Live to Feed the other day, episode 100? Was that too late?
I think there was one thing. I don't remember what it was. Then I went home and I was gonna add one other thing, and then I realized
added 3, right?
I don't know, maybe. I don't know what
I just remember hearing that like I'll be done with everything on Friday, and then Monday morning I was like, where did these come from?
I wanted to leave time for testing, so I just
100%.
wanted to get it done. But the watch list thing also, like before you couldn't select anything, so that's also one of the things that now you can multi-select things and move them around and move them over to. Oh, I'm actually skipping ahead.
No, don't talk about that, because that's another thing. Now we're talking about the split watch list, which is fabulous.
Yes, that is also became a problem when you could add more people to the watch list, because before, like I said, it wasn't a problem with 15 people, but after, if you have 100 people, they were all in one list, and so you'd have to scroll maybe. So now we added like a second column, so you can better like see more people at the same time, and you can like select multiple people, move them over, and yeah.
I promise you, in the next panel, or if it's not in the forum post already, people will ask for an iteration of this to split them up so you can actually have them in separate places.
Oh, in separate windows?
Yeah.
Yes.
Has that already come up maybe?
No, I don't think so. Maybe I just haven't seen it. Maybe people have suggested it, but I understand.
Yeah, the watch list changes are awesome. I mean, just the dragging in place that came in was actually just after I joined here.
I was going to say, wasn't that after the fleet at
FanFest?
At FanFest, that you joined.
You could always move them. Like, do you mean reorder them?
Yeah, you drag them from chat into place or something like that.
Oh yeah, I think yes, that was after.
I remember you telling me about it afterwards.
You were
because
annoyed that you couldn't do it during the fleet.
Yes, and some of those things. Like I have one thing from our fleet the other day that I'm like, I was trying to get into this patch, but it was a little bit too late. But yeah, sometimes things like that come up, and you're just like, oh, let's just fix it. It's just annoying.
On the topic of FanFest, it's getting closer.
Yes.
14th to 16th of May 26. There's not a lot of tickets left, and I do believe the fleet up, the Rome, FanFest Rome, where Karkur, you were flying last year, I was flying in last year. Did you come around? Fly?
I was prepping for FanFest. I wasn't able to make it.
Yeah, we were just playing somewhere.
Yeah. We were just having
no
fun.
Shade. There's no shade.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Some
people have to make sure FanFest happens.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I do believe the registrations for that and stuff are coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Nice.
If they aren't already, I should know. Okay. Simplifying and removing the extra step from import from clipboard button so that it does not have the multi-buy and contract request submenu, but rather just executes on this in one click, as it's the only available option. We have updated the hint on the button to be a combination of the text, blah, 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 something wordy there that does not really matter. Self-explanatory, I guess. It's just
think so.
Simplifying that.
Yeah, I
Less
think
clicks.
maybe one of the reasons why it was like that is that in other places we had more options, and so we were just kind of doing the same thing, but talked to our UI designer and we decided that like it wasn't really needed and just let's simplify it and we did.
The whole import from clipboard and those things is also a cool thing. I mean, the interaction with everything. I have one thing there that I would want, which was not necessarily import from clipboard, but because I was doing this, I had pulled up an APOC Navy fit. And I wanted to see how it would fit on another ship, on a traditional APOC. So I took the clipboard to Notepad, just deleted the Navy issue, but I would have loved to be able to let's see how this looks on this. And maybe it doesn't work because almost no ships have the same amount of slots, but
right.
Yeah. Bookmarks got a few updates as well. Added 24 hours as an expiry option for them, which is pretty self-explanatory.
I think that was even something that we got in the FanFest panel as well.
Yeah.
Isn't it mostly wormhole bookmarks that would be 24-hour ones?
Yeah. I think moving the 3 to 4 was also a specific wormhole kind of connection.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the expiry things are bookmark or wormhole thing. Yeah.
They tend to use bookmarks.
Yes.
They do.
Yeah.
See, and they want more love. They need more love. So bookmarks.
Yeah, but we've been, Jotun is too difficult on all of us here. So as the wormholer, it's it's difficult. But
They're paying for it.
But yeah, both the 3-hour bookmark option was changed to 4, and then we have the 24 hours as an expiry option now as well. When joining a fleet, the watch list will now automatically open. Were there a lot of players that did not necessarily know the watch list was there?
I think a lot of new players just, if they're not told about it, why would they know about it?
Yeah. Do we prompt them to add somebody there?
No.
But it says in gray, add people to.
Yes. Right now, we open the window and there's text in there that suggests that you should drag people in there to have them. And I think it's such a powerful tool, and so it's good for people to know about it. And also, if you're in a fleet, a lot of people are going to be using the watch list, and before you had to right click on someone, add to watch list. The first one, and then you could drag stuff in, people into it, and it just makes sense to just have it there. If you don't like having it there, you just close it.
So the watch list is just so useful in so many ways.
Yeah.
If you at least have the screen real estate for it.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, like you said, then just hide it. I would be surprised if it wasn't if people know about it and have used it and learned to use it, it's a must-have in almost any fleet.
Yeah, I think maybe the people that don't want it are in smaller fleets and are maybe a fleet with themselves, or it's just or something like that.
And we're mostly talking now about PvP fleets, but obviously there are mining fleets and such which might not require it. But at the same time, it's the quickest way to just warp to somebody or approach somebody or something like that. I and in big fleet fights, if I'm not flying, Logi or something like that, I will always just put the anchors and then my friends, so I can laugh at them if they're dead.
I do the same, but it's so I can see the people I care about. And you're
I meant that. I meant that. Oh, can I save you somehow?
You are not on my list.
No, I know. I know. This is always the same.
Yeah.
It's but I still get the leftover pastries. if you are rejoining a fleet, the last known watch list will be restored. That is mostly in regards to disconnects and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also like if you are switching fleets, like if you're in one fleet and then you kind of pop out of it, go to another fleet, and if you come back, then the watch list should be restored for that previous fleet.
That's pretty good. You seem to have had a deep interest in the watch list this season, at least. So,
yeah, I mean, while you're there.
She's in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
She's checking it out. You might as well repair a few fences. And
Wait, what? Can you explain this one here to me? We added an option when you have multiple characters that will show invite to fleet.
Yes.
And then num character IDs. This option will invite all the members as squad members and work in the same way as when right-clicking multiple members and do form fleet with. I did not know that I could invite multiple people at a time. Can I now click multiple people like from a chat or something like that and then invite them?
Yeah, I mean, you could do it before. Like, I think you could.
I meant, could I always do that? Okay,
Yes.
I didn't know that.
But like, you could.
It's good to know.
I think you could select everyone and then do form fleet with, and they would invite them all. But you could also like select everyone in chat and just drag them into your favorite, drag and drop, drag them into the fleet, and they would be invited. But this is just adding it to the right-click menu.
When you say drag them into the fleet, can I add? If I drag somebody to the watch list,
that does not add them to the fleet.
Yeah,
it just adds them to the
obviously, the fleet window next to it. Yeah. Oh, well, in my overview, next to it. Okay. But this num character ideas, is this like a command that you should do?
Oh no, it's just like it says 8 people or like.
Oh yeah,
like
the
a
number of like it's a count of how many characters you're invited. Okay, cool. That's very cool. Added a help pointer for the guest tab in Station Service lobby window. That's small and self-explanatory.
Yeah, but maybe I should mention that the help pointers, there's something like I would not consider them a little thing like adding the whole help pointer thing, but it is something that came up in a little things panel.
Okay.
At eVegas.
This is where I get like a click here.
Yeah, like someone you're like, where's the notepad or whatever.
Yep, and then somebody else can point you to it.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious to jump into a system. Everybody's docked and you like, hey, here's this thing.
Yes.
The dock button. I love that.
That was the most common, like when we released it, the most common there were 2 links that people were linking. Either like the window itself, some people thought that was funny, the pointer window, and also like the undock button, like mocking other people, undock and fight me. But yeah, that came up in the little things panel, and it was such a like it's not a little thing, but it was such a great idea.
And the meme potential, and the banter potential.
Yes, that's not what we were thinking about when we did it.
I don't know how to do that, by the way. So I always think this is like some magic that some people that know everything know how to do. But
yes. I can show you.
Well, there's some charm to magic, though.
Maybe I can link you. Then.
Yeah. Ouch, that would be hilarious. Change the header in courier contracts to only have 1 decimal. Did we go deep there, or?
It was actually. I don't think it. I'm not sure that the only should be there because it's like it didn't have decimals in English.
Right.
So we're adding the decimal.
Okay.
I
so
think
this is an
wasn't there a
addition.
decimal in the other languages?
In like
German, I think.
In German.
Well, they like to be specific.
In German, it wasn't formatted correctly. It was missing the formatting, so it just had the number that it like.
Right.
So, but now, like to be honest, I think in the German we have when the translation comes in, which actually it did.
It did
Already. Then maybe they're losing 1 decimals, but maybe we can add it to like showing 2 decimals. But yeah.
Okay. If the cargo deposit for structure fails, does that regularly happen?
It can happen if you're like in warp. You like you're
I initiate warp and then
like you are warping to a structure and you are still kind of landing from warp.
Yeah, you have broken in run or something like that.
Yeah, and you are in range. So you open it, you drag the stuff in there, and you click button, and then it would like disappear, but it wouldn't move. Like it would disappear from the window. But now what we're doing is just like
But still stay in your cargo.
yeah. But now it's just like if it failed, it will just say it failed, and then it's still like in the window. You can click again.
Would be
Rather than having to-
hilarious to have like a 0.01% chance of this failing and then just floating in space. Does that-
Yes, hilarious for the person that it happens to,
Yes.
I'm
well,
sure.
for the person next to it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm starting to understand why maybe like
people don't
you
like me. Yeah.
Well,
Added total refund to the bottom of the modify order window.
I mean, you said it, I didn't.
Added the total or refund button to the bottom of the modify order window. There's no button. It's the bottom.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was a bit strange that it wasn't there, because you had to pay some things for modifying it, and there were like some numbers listed there, but it wasn't like clear what's the final result, like what's the total
Like
that
a
I'm
tax
paying.
return.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then also sometimes you would get I think refunded, and that wasn't very clear that that would happen. So it just made sense to do it.
Okay. Added a shortcut for abort and dock.
Yes.
So
I think it's just kind of like a panic. Oh no, I didn't mean to undock.
yeah, but isn't that just when the like? Oh, is it a key shortcut?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, okay. Do we have it bound by default or
No?
So you need to go into settings and bind
yeah.
it. That is a very specific thing.
Yes. I mean, some of those things are like, it really matters to some people.
Absolutely.
That they went and wrote in the forum thread.
Absolutely. And if that is the thing you most need in your life, then you are in a good place.
And if some of, like, of course, some of the things that people suggest are very specific to their play style and how they play, but it would like make too much clutter for other people, then that's probably not something we're going to do. But for example, with this one, like, an extra shortcut doesn't hurt anyone. Like,
no.
You just
you
add
can
it.
use
If
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've been adding quite a few shortcuts and just more like keyboard playing to my I'll try at least. It's like I know it's most efficient to hold click and drag up to warp or jump or whatever. I can't.
The radial menu.
The radial menu, exactly. I can't get used to using it.
No.
I just can't. But that says more about me than the feature. Add an option to the right-click menu of a deployed mobile depot that will allow a player in a ship with mobile depot hold to scoop it directly into the hold rather than the cargo. Yeah.
There's one. I don't know if there's just one ship, but
I'm trying to figure out which ship that is.
It has a really weird name. I don't know what it's called, but I
that
think
one
it's
ship
that
has
one-
the really
one,
weird name. You know, that one.
Yes.
One.
I don't remember what it's called, but that has a special hold for it, and it would kind of be awkward, like if you had.
Is it the Metamorphosis?
Yes,
That's not a weird name.
I think it's a weird.
Yeah, it's more weird than Nakfar.
I did not know that.
Yes, but it's
That's
kind of
super cool.
was kind of awkward. Like if you had it in that hold, you deployed it, and then you're gonna scoop it back in, and you don't have space for it because your cargo is full.
Yeah.
So now you can scoop it to special hold.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Contract managers for corps can now multi-delete contracts from the corp. It's
Did we added multi-delete last?
This is kind of fixing that a little bit.
Okay.
There was some problems with it where you could only delete the ones you created yourself.
Yeah.
But so this is just allowing you to, even if someone else created, if you have the rules, then
Yeah. Makes sense.
yes.
Then finally,
Mm-hmm.
we updated the visuals for the skyhook secured and surplus gauges to be more gauges.
Gauges. To be
more straightforward.
Yeah. So I think that was it was unclear as to how much was in it. So if you'd be flying by and you wanted to kind of see, like visually on the side of the skyhook, how much is in the surplus bay and how much was in the storage bay, then it was adjusted so that that wasn't actually representative, I think, beforehand. So now it's very representative of what's actually in there. So if you rate it, then you can kind of, on a glance, really quickly see how much is in it and then continue on.
Okay.
I think you skipped 2.
Oh my, did I?
I don't remember talking about it, but
Tell me.
maybe. Added the reinforcement timer to the selected item window for the mercenary dance.
I did not talk about that.
No, I don't know if I have anything to say about that, but just want to point
All
out.
little things matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we do not, like we love all the little things
we do,
as
though.
much. We love them all a little bit.
The
Was
other one,
this, was this missing?
It's at the
I
top.
just
It's
printed
fourth
that
down.
out.
Did
from
you
the-
add more things?
No. It's the fourth one down.
It very much is. And I did not read that.
You also missed the next one, which I really like.
And that is, yes, very big.
Yes.
So, yeah. But the reinforcement time to the selected item window for the mercenary dance, pretty, again, explanatory, I guess.
Yeah,
But
and
this kind of thing that people want.
yeah, and you can also I think people are copying it from there to keep records of it.
Okay.
So it's
Okay. And then, because I remember, obviously, everything, and went back and to check, added the simulate from clipboard to the fitting window.
yeah. Rather than have to import fit, and then it would open the window for the fit, and then you would hit simulate. So now you can just directly simulate from the.
Did we go
From the
through
clipboard.
this?
No,
I don't
you
think we
did
did.
the
Did we have two
compare
simulate?
tool to the fitting
Yes.
window to simulate a fit.
Yeah, I think you were so.
You can drag from the compare tool. You
You
were
were
so
so
excited about the
excited.
drag and drop. You just kind of, you
Just-
saw
Yeah.
nothing else.
Yeah.
Just drop that.
I get it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah. I mean, the drag and drop is fantastic.
Yeah.
And the, do you know what's really funny, though?
What?
I thought we always had that.
What simulate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I go through the import, and then I had to, I was
Right.
prompted for a second thing.
Yeah.
Which is probably just, are you sure, or something like that, or whatever. But yeah, I'm already using that.
Well, and I think that some of the ideas behind these things is the fact that many people might just go, well, that's just the way it is, or that's just how it works. And the beauty of getting some of these suggestions is the fact that someone else somewhere else thinks it doesn't have to be this way. There could be, I feel like there's a better way for this. And so sometimes people like yourself are like, oh, this is just how it is. And then whenever we get to look at it, it's like, and then we'll yeah, this should work better or
Just
differently.
Just makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
and
So then implementing it, I think that it's not just the people who suggest them or write in, it's also the fact that it benefits so many more people that didn't realize that there could have been a different way to do it, which I think is really cool.
And I mean, it really shows that for over 20 years, optimization of quality of life stuff has been going on, because the depth of those things, I would not want to be somebody starting from scratch and wanting to copy a lot of the little things features, because it's not such a little thing when you add them up. That's for sure.
No.
So what's now? You said there was a new forum thread in the beginning that because the other one was from 2017, so I had to go on the Wayback Machine or something like that to find it. I guess.
We still have
pinned,
it.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I actually did when I was doing this. I also went through a few of those, the last page or something, just to see are there any other things that I haven't covered.
Because it was started in 2017, but it was still being
it
actively
was
added
active.
to a year ago.
Yeah.
And even though with those forum threads, if I'm not posting there all the time, we're still watching them. And sometimes I poke my head in there and say, keep going, this is great.
Yeah.
We're still watching this, because sometimes people think if we don't comment on it that it's not being watched. But I am watching it.
If you would get a badly written, for some reason, with a very bad handwriting, Christmas card,
Yes.
just sent to the little things, hey,
Do you
CCP
have
Karkur,
Do you have a bad handwriting? Or?
I have a horrible head. But I'm not talking about me, obviously.
Okay.
And, with a very specific request.
Yes.
That would be looked upon more, like, pleasantly than,
It was well written, or
there would be like a Jolly Christmas something. Maybe,
it depends on how good the suggestion is.
Okay, so it's always down to that.
Yeah.
I will say, I think,
And also we need to understand what it says.
Yeah, and
It's
handwritten.
I think
sometimes not always the case.
Yeah, I did enjoy after FanFest. There were some that seemed to be like suggestions for other play styles than your own, kind of like to shoot at them a little bit. It was make minors have to do something. And I was like, this feels like so passive aggressive. I was asking for your little things, not something to kind of like piss off someone else.
Yeah.
That was good. But I remember, I think, because when we had all our note cards and CCP Mirage walked by and like slipped one in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. As to be like, this is a good one. And then that
was it a good one?
I think it had something to do with exploration ships.
Shocker.
Yeah. Yeah. So I do think that maybe the Odysseus might have been a nut. So I was like, this is not a little thing at all. But
it is understandable that sometimes people just think something is a little thing and it's just not. And it's fine to like write those things.
Yeah.
As long as we like
a good idea is always a good idea.
Yeah. And it can kind of spark some other, like, even though it's not a little thing, we'd be like, oh, keep that in mind, and then it comes up again.
Because like right now we're going into pre-production for the next expansion, and if we still have our little things board, and we have them from the forum as well. If there's a suggestion or kind of a problem that's being identified that is in the neighborhood of maybe what our next expansion is kind of like geared towards, then that's a really great opportunity for us to be like, okay, this isn't a little thing, but this would plus everything else that we're already kind of planning to do. So we're able to kind of not sneak it in, but like it creates a vehicle to be able to deliver on that type of thing. So it's good, and especially when we get a lot of those kind of suggestions that are not little, but it shows how kind of popular it is, and so it kind of pushes the idea of like, this is a big priority, like people really like this, so it helps us with that as well.
I also like, just so the listeners, viewers understand, it's not a joke when, there's no gimmick to it. There's literally, like, you walk into the team's office that where you guys rule the throne.
Mm-hmm.
And next to K1P1's desk is the Nerf bat, the literal Nerf bat that we saw in the photo with the little things tickets. And then you have Karkur in a pile of post-its with ideas.
Yeah.
Okay, that was maybe a little bit.
I think maybe my desk is just kind of messy.
That's
like half of those post-its are remember to clean desk.
Yes.
Now, but seriously, there are handwritten post-it notes, a lot of them from FanFest, and that is like, do you also take down? Do you work with them all on post-its? Like, do you take down the ones from the forums that you like and you?
No. Or like some of the things, like I guess when I'm just working, I write myself some just something to remember and I put it on my monitor. And it's not necessarily like a whole suggestion. It's just like, do this, and then sometimes I do it. Sometimes post-it is just there forever.
Yeah, because this is such an awesome thing, because it's literally like off the books kinda just love for the player making their life a tiny bit better at a time.
Mm-hmm.
These little things really add up, and it's fantastic. And I love going through this, and one day I will suggest a little thing that will make it through. One day.
Yes.
If you understand the handwriting.
Yes.
It would help.
Mm-hmm. We did have one post-it that we just or from FanFest that we just did not understand what it said.
We really tried as well.
Yeah. No one.
So
maybe
was that written in the pub crawl?
It's probably maybe
you could decipher it though.
Yeah. Do people that have bad handwriting understand?
No.
Are you in like a secret club that you decipher other people's handwriting, or no?
I cannot disclose that information.
Right.
That would be one hell of a club.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what do you do? Are you
Just meet up
deciphering
and
like
just like write
yeah,
stuff. Can
yeah.
you understand this?
yeah, and it's like a game, and
We,
works and-
however, are in a cheese frying club.
Yes.
We're big into cheese.
Yes, but like, why do you fry it?
It's good.
Why? I mean, you could eat cheese plainly, but you could also.
I mean,
eat
melted cheese is
Exactly.
probably one of the greatest things in
We
the world.
didn't fry it. We just
So
melted
yeah,
it.
we melted it. I apologize. No, we
Someone
fried
was
halloumi.
Yeah, but it was a mistake.
It wasn't a mistake. It was amazing.
I barbecue halloumi.
It was very good.
I didn't like it.
I
to
had
be honest.
so much cheese. Sorry, we
but it's
just
like-
recently did a team
yes.
builder where we. This is so random. We recently did a team builder with raclette.
Yeah, which it was a word that I had not heard until suddenly. Karkur brought 5 of them, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't it 5?
We
Was it
4.
3?
Okay,
You only brought 3.
but you brought some other things as well, like a waffle
air
iron
fryer.
and yeah,
Air
an air.
fryer.
It's like very random stuff.
And a fondue set.
That was yours.
That was mine.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
needed. I needed an excuse to use it.
Yeah,
And then we learned
it's-
about how if you're in a survival situation, all you need is a terracotta pot and a tea light.
and cheese.
Well, that only makes the survival situation better, I think. We may or may not have blown a fuse in the cantina, but we have all
Was
survived.
that the unexpected downtime?
No. But no. Many cheese was had. Cheese was had.
Yep. I don't know how better to end this Christmas special of little things with the lights and ornaments and everything like that. On anything else than cheese?
Yeah.
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 Anything to add?
No, just Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. And remember to participate in the little
Yes,
thing stuff
yes.
on the forums. But it would be even better just do it at FanFest. Are you going to have a panel?
Yes, you so.
We have,
Yes.
we have submitted that request.
It should be there this time.
Yes. We all had to carry the mantle for her last
Mhm.
time. She was unable to attend.
Yes.
Wow. All right. I can't wait. Like I said, I love this thing, the little things, and I think everybody does. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much. Happy holidays and all
Yeah.
of that, and to everybody watching. It's getting a little bit awkward, so I'm just gonna do something.
This is how I end most of my meetings. I just kind of ramble quietly,
Mhm.
and then I go, goodbye.